Staff at Royal Children's Hospital Melbourne test positive to BS19. I'm just going to talk about this, but let's hear from these two pieces of garbage media whores first.
Victoria's virus crisis spreading this
Virus crisis
morning to more aged care homes and a major Melbourne hospital.
I'll stop it there. Spreading to hospitals and aged care homes. I made a video yesterday. That's what it's all about. This is the opportune time to use the elderly. They could have done it any time in the last days, weeks, months, years. Any of these people will test coronavirus. Will test coronavirus because we've all got coronavirus. So it's the opportune time. As I pointed out yesterday, we've flattened the curve. Then all of a sudden, this second wave. Let's use the elderly. So it's all about the elderly because they're easily, tested for positive, unlike anyone under 50 that hasn't died in Australia. So what's happening is they're saying that it's the nursing homes, the aged care homes, and the hospitals that everyone's testing positive, even the nurses and staff. Well, if that's the case, no one go to a hospital. No one go to a nursing home. I know it's a bit hard, but don't put anyone in a nursing home. But definitely don't go to a hospital. Stay home, because it seems like the hospitals are the places where this bullshit virus likes to hang around. If any place that was going to be safe from a virus, you'd think it'd be in a hospital. But no, it's all about fucking hospital staff are testing positive. Who knows whether these staff are testing positive? I know for a fact that the Royal Melbourne Hospital's fully implicit on a lot of fake events, including the Burke Street event, and obviously they're in on this. Obviously, the people in the higher echelon of the hospitals are in on it, and it's like anywhere. People down below just follow the orders. Who knows if these people are testing positive, but that's what they're going to tell you in a second. But let's just keep going with these idiots.
Putting the state's most vulnerable at risk of catching coronavirus. Today's Isabella Stashkowski leads our COVID coverage from outside the...
You notice that? I'll go back there. Go back. Check out all the CCs right from the beginning again. All right? Hang on.
Victoria's virus crisis spreading this morning to more aged care homes and a major Melbourne hospital, putting the state's most vulnerable at risk of catching coronavirus.
Catching coronavirus?
Today's Isabella Stashkowski leads our COVID coverage from
COVID coverage?
outside the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne. Is 5 healthcare workers there now have COVID-19. What has the hospital had to say this morning?
Well, Carl, the hospital has confirmed that at this stage, this outbreak has not reached any patients, as you've said. 5 medical staff have tested.
Yeah, bullshit. 5 medical staff tested positive. What a lot of shit.
Positive, and a further this morning, 7 are at home self-isolating. I can also...
So all these cases that we're hearing, they're all these bullshit ones like this. 12 hospital staff.
Tell you that a restaurant inside the Royal Children's Hospital was closed on Friday for a deep clean after a staff member there tested positive as well. There are now active cases in each of the 32 lockdown local government areas, and the latest figures show an increase of 238 cases. However, our Chief Health Officer says that this is the first sign that our numbers could be starting to stabilise, but he does have a grim warning. He says if they don't drop, we will see more deaths in...
Chief Health Officer, it's like he runs the country now. I heard him say last night on the radio that if it wasn't for lockdowns, because he was questioned about why no one's dying, he stated that thousands of people would be dying a day in Victoria if it wasn't for the lockdowns. They were his words. I heard it on the radio last night.
Just 24 hours in Victoria, there were 3 deaths, bringing the total number...
The 3 deaths. Both in the late 80s and one in the late 90s. I wonder where they were from.
Of deaths related to COVID-19 here to 27. One of the major areas of concern is for people in aged care residencies.
There we go, aged care, of course. Everyone's testing positive. You can go into any aged care home right now and every single person in there would test positive to a coronavirus test. A coronavirus, not a COVID-19, a coronavirus, because COVID-19 has never been isolated or purified. Show me where it's been isolated and purified. Never has.
We've had the aged care minister on our program just a little earlier, and he's confirmed there's been another spike overnight.
Aged care workers are not immune to this virus. In fact, the number is now 39. There were 7 new facilities yesterday.
So 39. So all these numbers that we're hearing, they're all these bullshit bloody hospital workers, aged care workers. No one in the actual, suburbs and normal homes and all normal communities. They're all in these bullshit hospitals and aged care homes. It is fake.
That I've been advised of this morning.
From today, we will see more ADF personnel here in Victoria. 1,000 of them have touched down. They'll be helping police at checkpoints. Carl, it is really starting to feel more and more dystopian here in Victoria.
Dystopian, all right? Oh, fuck it. Let's just read down here. There's been a worrying development in Victoria's coronavirus surge, with 5 staff members at the Royal Children's Hospital testing positive for BS19. Statement last night, 5 workers are not linked to any one team. So they're saying they're all spread around the hospital, not in one team. That even makes it worse. Oh, yeah, ball fucking shit. Another 7 are isolating at home. Blah, blah, blah. RCH has restricted all patient visitors, of course. Yeah. Infections come less than a week after a store at the hospital believed to be a sushi shop in the food court was closed. What a lot of fucking bullshit. Go on here. Infections come after an elderly woman died of BS overnight, bringing the state's total to 27. Do we go any further here? More than 14,000 doctors, nurses and other healthcare workers remain on standby across the state. Since the pandemic began, 357 healthcare workers have been infected. Oh, fucking bullshit. Infected. I probably had a runny nose because it's the seasonal flu. Infected. The majority of healthcare workers who test positive to coronavirus acquire the illness outside the workplace. So they got it outside the workplace. So it was nothing to do with them being healthcare workers. They just happened to get it outside the workplace, whereas I and everyone else don't get it. But these supposed healthcare workers, what is it about healthcare workers, whether at the workplace or not, this virus wants to attack? It is fucking absurd. Anyway, that'll do. Absolute bullshit. It's all about the aged care homes and the hospitals. They're the ones under fire from this fucking bullshit virus. Oh my God. Coronavirus crisis.